All right, welcome back, everybody. What's going on? I pray y'all are having a wonderful, blessed day as we give the Most High Yah all the honor, the glory, and all the praise and worship. Well, I want to give a big shout out to my main man, Elohim Beats. We got a hot topic tonight: music, music, and we just gonna let the camera roll and let it come out. However, it's gonna come out. Music and real talk to go along with this music. And I want to give a shout out to all the musicians out here, Minister of Musics, directors, welcome on Kiana and Elohim Beats. I was just giving you a great shout out, big brother, letting everybody know we dealing with the topic of music tonight. So, brother, go ahead and kick it off any kind of way you want, because I know this is a discussion that could last for years. And I appreciate you with that topic, brother, Elohim Beats. And once again, welcome on everybody. I pray y'all are all doing well and had a wonderful, blessed day. And welcome again, Kiana. Oh, yeah, Kiana. We, Elohim Beats, got the, oh, man, your cousin passed. Oh, bro, sorry to hear that, man. So I know you feeling a little different tonight, man. And my prayers will be with you, man. I'm gonna keep your family, lifted up in prayer, man. Sorry to hear that news, but you know, we know if cousin had it right though, they in a better spot than we are. So sorry to hear that, man. And my condolences, to the family. Hey, brother Marvin, welcome on. So, brother Elohim Beast, I know you probably feeling, a little down. So, did you want to still, address this topic? Because when I get news like that, when our brothers hurt, we hurt. So, I just wanted to ask you, did you still want to, hit with this topic, or we can change it up? Because this the topic you came with, not Wednesday night, but Tuesday night. And I told you we'll make this the next topic. But just let me know how you're feeling, big brother. We can go on with it, or we can just open up with something else. Okay, we can still talk about it. Hey, man. So what is it, brother Elohim Beast, that you really wanted to hit on about this music? Yeah, we're going to keep them lifted up, Kiana. Amen. Hey, brother Titus, welcome on in. Glad you can make it. And we all know that music is very powerful. And so much going on with the music now, boy. We just have to really be careful. So I'm waiting on you, brother. Okay, here we go. Well, it's already deep to me with the topic, brother. You say you just wanted to talk about different music and musicians. Nothing too deep. Mm. I think it's gonna be deep anyway, Elohim Beats, because even if you're talking about in the world or in the church, music is a hot topic. And what I feel is we need to talk about and address also is the spirit behind music. And once again, I'm giving a shout out to all the musicians online that's looking and singers. Hey, welcome on from the UK. Is that Sean? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad you can make it in. And what we see going on nowadays, brother Elohim Beats, is the spirit behind music that it's being. But it's so many people don't understand that right there alone, because especially religious people, as you're a musician, it's so many religious people want to put you in hell which they can't no way behind if you playing a Stevie Wonder song. Just say if you playing Rivers in the Sky at a wedding, and they forget that the most high design music. It's the spirit behind music. I tell people all the time, same A flat chord I play on that Johnny Taylor song is the same A flat chord I play in Your Amazing Grace song. That chord don't change. Them notes don't change. You can hit them different ways, but you hit the same stuff, no matter what the music is, and that don't make you evil because you playing that same, chord in that song. Just because you playing a wedding song, you're not holy no more. But I know everybody have different takes on music. What was the best era of music? Brother Elohim Beast, I was brought up with them. My daddy was a musician. All my uncles was musicians. So I go all the way back to the 50s on up. But I think my favorite would be 70s, and then I would even say 80s and 90s, when it wasn't so crazy like it is now. Because the reason why I say 70s, because everybody had a band. You couldn't come up on stage and couldn't play. It wasn't all this technology out now. Now you can hold down one key and play a whole song on these keyboards now, most of them. And I love to see a band, a real band. That's why I was crazy about every band that I saw, coming up back then. If the Ohio players got off stage and then Earth, Wind and Fire came up, or whoever came up, so. And I'm gonna go a step further to say this too. All the music back then wasn't all that. It wasn't all that holy like people thought it was too. There was a lot of sexual stuff going on in the old school music, even up to now. There is nothing new under the sun. But I will say in the older music, a lot of things, wasn't so sexual like it is now. But then some of it was because they was letting out little codes. Now it's just out in the open now. So for me, my best era was I love the 70s, and the 80s, and some of the 90s. That was my favorite. I see Sean. Oh yeah, you say 70s is the best, amen. Cause that's how I learned how to play. And even see my dad, like I say, my dad was a musician and a singer, so all my uncles played. It just fell off on us generation after generation. So I grew up on the Herbie Hancocks and Jazz Crusaders, Joe Sapple, rest his soul, the George Dukes, rest his soul. Oh man, and so much Johnny Guitar Watson, Johnny Taylor's. You can't really miss me on old school. That's why even on my page here when I was doing tutorials, I was putting a lot of 70s, Motown, a whole lot of stuff on here because that's what I was brought up in. Because what I like about back then, they had real love ballads. When they sung about a woman, I ain't saying all of them was all that right, but, like now it's just, I'm going to F you, take your drawers off, Snapchat me your poop, you know what I'm talking about. So it's like, it's wide open now, man. Everything is just crazy, Okay, Elohim Beast, you said 70s and 80s, amen. Okay, Jackie, welcome on. You said you just shared that. Let me bag back up because I missed some of y'all. Okay. Yeah, Keon, I see you say you love Steve. One of my favorite song to play by Stevie is Rivers in the Sky. I done played it at so many weddings, man. That is always a request, And isn't she lovely? See, that's why I say when they sung about stuff back then, it had more, it was more cleaned up than it is now. I like that old school rap too, on my freak. That man, yeah. Amen, G man, I agree. Yeah, you start talking about like the Isley brothers. It was so much I grew up on, man. And the thing my dad would do when he wasn't messing with the band and in his right mind, he would always challenge me. See, I even go back to Billy Paul, me and Mrs. John. I grew up, my dad would always say, son, I bet you can't play this. See, I was a drummer at first. I left the drums alone because the piano was so interesting to me, and I never knew I could learn it, you know, like I was learning. I could watch my dad. The first song I ever learned how to play was Mr. Magic. No lie, by Grover Washington Jr. on the, I believe it was on the Wine Light album. Yeah, I think that was on the Wine Light album. Mr. Magic, if it wasn't on that album, it was on some. But Mr. Magic, you couldn't be in a band and not know Mr. Magic or Herbie Hancock's. What was Herbie Hancock's song? Chameleon. You know. So that's that. I tell people all the time. I done learned how to play off church music. I learned how to play the keyboard off old school music. When you grow up in a house with a reel, somebody might be looking, don't even know what a reel is, because we so high tech now. But I grew up in the house with the reel, the 8-track, you know. But way before the 8-dats and the 4-tracks came out. So, you know, my dad had the reel. He had the 8-tracks. What else? He had the record player with the needles. You know, the what is it, 45. Man, that's what I grew up in. That was my era. So I had no choice but to learn old school music, you know. So when it started coming down to the church music mostly was just blues, switched over to what they call gospel, you know. So like, then as it got older, I mean, if you ever listen to it, just like a lot of John P. Key old stuff, you're going to mostly hear Gap Band, you know, Charlie Wilson and the Gap Band. So they transferred into the church. And then some of the church folks started getting mad because it wasn't the first time it happened. Even in Ray Charles' era, you know, Ray Charles would take a gospel song and flip it to his style. And of course, he made a lot of people mad at that. So when Kurt Franklin and generations after generations started doing it, a lot of people didn't like it. But it was drawing folks in at first, you know. Now, everything done took a turn for the worse. I ain't going to say all of it, you know. Amen, Titus. Oh, my Sharia Moore. Yeah, that's a good one, Elohim Beats. Let me catch back up for a minute. Yeah, Titus is an old soul, man. Oh, yeah, that's some good ones, Keon. Hey, I'm blessed. 33179. Welcome on, sister. We dealing with the topic on music tonight. Yeah, Brother Sean, you say they inspire you. God bless your dad. You inspire us. Thank you. Well, thank you, man, and big shout out to you. And this, I want to take this on another level too, Brother Elohim Beast. The sad thing is about this, is mostly everybody got strung out on dope. Behind the dope, the drugs, the women, the getting ripped off, you know. I hate to say that about most of the older cats. I don't know if y'all ever familiar with, if y'all are familiar with looking at that show called Unsung, where they show what happened to everybody and where they at now and the ones that have died, you know. But that's how it went down. That's what messed my dad up. I really wish I could have got my dad to be in this video right here, because he would tell you about how the devil had him, man. And, you know, most of them, just like my uncle, man, the smoking, the drinking, you know, the losing your mind, man, the selling out. And they could have made it big, man, but they let so many things, you know, take them the wrong way. But most of the cats in music, man, even if you go back to Charlie Parker, I know some of y'all older cats know Charlie Parker, the horn player, man. Charlie Parker, look at what Charlie did to his body, man. You know, even Ray starts, you know, the heroin, man. He let it get the best of him. Most of our good people, man, they like he used to say that, you know what, the devil got me. I can't shake this monkey off my back. That's how it was back then, you know. But they was getting so ripped off behind music, man. And Ray Charles made everybody mad when he wanted to own his own masters. And he got it. He did it, you know. And that was big back then. That's still big now, you know. Boy, there's so much we can say in this here, boy. Amen, Jackie. Yeah, Ribbon and Sky, Brother Elohim Beast. That was a request. It still is a request now for most weddings. Yeah, G, man, I love me some Grover Washington, man. That's all my dad used to listen to. So when I first learned how to play Mr. Magic, man, E flat, some may say C minor, That song was. At first, I was so mad because nobody never would show me that change because I didn't have all my cards together back then. But all I know was dum 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 dum. That's all I knew, man. I just kept playing it till somebody finally showed me something. That's why I say, man, these cats nowadays, man, I wish I would have had this stuff growing up like YouTube. Man, I had to learn the hard way, and I didn't learn on no transposing either, boy. You know. Amen, Kiana. Hey, Tosh J, welcome on. Yeah, I remember that Elohim BC. Man, you know what, man? You got a lot in common, bro. I can tell we listen and play a lot of the same stuff, boy. Easy, welcome on. How you doing? Oh, it's okay, man. I understand if you've been away for a while. Hey, we all get busy, man, but welcome on in. Oh yeah, oh my freak. Good question about the beats. You know, I did a video about the beat. If you ever want to see it, I think I call it The Beat by JT. And like I tie this in with the Bible. Even when you go back to the Bible, it started with the beat. You know, the beat, even without words, even without music, the drum beat alone, you know, it gets you. And that's why the devil knows that. That's why I was making a point in that video, just like most of the women now who are being degraded in these songs, but they dancing to it and twerking to it, and they don't even understand half the time they being cussed out because of the words in there, but they not hearing it because, oh girl, that's my jam, that's that beat. The beat. I remember in my clubbing days, just when I heard the beat alone, you know, some of them beats I was like, I'm finna knock me a nigga out. I said it just like that. Excuse my French. But I'm finna knock me a nigga out. I used to get crunk because just like in rock and roll, man, something about them rock and roll drummers, man, it's the beat, you know. I see my wife done made it on. Hey, hon. Yeah, lately is a bad one too. But yeah, Elohim beats, I agree. I think Jodeci had redone it, you know. Okay, brother Titus, you watch Unsung. Yeah, Unsung show you what really went down, man. You right, G man. I agree. I agree. But if you notice, most of these cats, like Marvin Gaye, most people don't know. Marvin Gaye used to be a drummer. Marvin Gaye started out in church. All of them started out in church. And he was so, his voice was so dynamic. When they heard him, they was like, what is this boy doing playing the drums, man? And then you look at what he went through. Daddy was a cross dresser, you know. They got into a heated argument. Marvin Gaye hit his daddy, man, and daddy shot him. That's why a lot of people say, man, he was before his time. But if you look at the off time that Marvin Gaye sung a lot, I know y'all know what I'm talking about when I say he sung off beat, how he could make things fit. Marvin was a genius, you know. Amen, Jackie. Oh, I remember them Elohim beats, yeah. Yeah, Kiana, good point about the DeBarge family. They was, who all living now? Is it just L and Chico? Man, Bobby, man, it was some deep going on drugs in that family too, boy. But L, man, L can play them keys, boy. They always tough. Great point. Welcome on, brother Alpha. Amen, Leo Keys. You say you 23 years old and you glad you not strung out as a young, inspired musician. Amen. You know, I'm glad you're not either. And it's so easy to fall into that lifestyle, man. I'm not talking about what I heard. I'm talking about what I know. That's why I had to leave a lot of this stuff alone, you know. Oh, okay, Kiana, good point. Oh, you talking to me, Kiana, when you said I want to see you play or somebody else. Do I have any videos online? Because if you talking about me, I got a bunch of them playing and singing. Just type in Jero24 singing, which I think he talking about somebody else. Yeah, me too on Bless 33179. Marvin Gaye and Grover Washington is the reason I started playing piano. I mean, What's Going On, that's still my favorite song. Mercy, Mercy Me, How Sweet It Is to Be Loved by You. I mean, Inner City Blues, I can go down the line, man. I still to this day play all those songs. When I do an old school party, you know, that's all they want is, man, give me some Marvin Gaye. Because you can't go wrong. Trouble Man, I mean, uh, what's my other favorite? My little brother love that song. I Want You, that whole album called I Want You. See, my dad, that's why I say my daddy played all that, man. When I first heard Marvin Gaye voice, I'm like, Dad, who is this dude, man? You know. But Marvin Gaye was a beast, boy, as we say in the music field. But that's the reason I started playing the piano, you know. Marvin Gaye. Amen, G-Man. Titus, you said, what did I think? What do I think about New Edition? I think New Edition was real good. You know, they had some nice stuff. You know, very clean. I like their dance steps. But what was that? Candy Girl. You know, Bobby Brown, boy. that's a whole other video, ain't it, boy? But yeah, I think New Edition had some nice songs, man. I still listen at New Edition. That's one of that's still my favorite too. Elohim Beats, What's Going On, and the key of E natural, man. A lot of musicians don't like playing in E natural, A natural, B natural. I love all keys though. Oh, okay, Kiana, good. You was talking to Alpha on that one. That's what I was asking. Candy Girl, you are my world. I hear you, Kiana. What was that other one? Can You Stand? Stop the Rain? No, that was. I'm thinking about somebody else. Did they have a song called Rain? But yeah, New Edition. And if I'm not mistaken, New Edition, they paved the way for Boys to Men, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know what's going on with Boys to Men now. Because I think they sung for Boys to Men. I mean, I think Boys to Men sung for New Edition. Yeah, Bobby Brown was something else, wasn't he? I'm Blessed 33179. Yeah, Can You Stand the Rain? That's it, brother. Titus with Johnny Gill. See, Johnny came on later on. Good question, Easy. See, I'm glad Brother Elohim Beast came up with this beat. What are my thoughts on Whitney Houston? Man, I think Whitney was very powerful. She had a voice out this world, but when you hook up with the wrong things and you're not really searching, I'm not saying she didn't know the Most High, but that lifestyle, see, a lot of people try to make Bobby look so bad, but when you really hear the truth, you know, like they say Bobby got her hooked on cocaine and heroin and all that stuff, but Bobby said she introduced him to that. Bobby was a heavy drinker, you know. But my thoughts on her was I thought, man, if she would have really followed like she wanted to, she would have been, man, she was already powerful. I just thought she got hooked up with the wrong people, you know. And if you catch the story, her uncles gave her weed when she was, what was it, at her 14th birthday party. So she got introduced to drugs at an early age, really. But like I say, when you hit that road and you out there, man, you in that lifestyle like that, anything can go down. If you're not strong and it just depends on too what you trying to get out of what you're doing. Are you really trying to go to the extreme where you got to be wicked to make it, you know? But Whitney had a voice. It ain't too many people could touch that voice, even to this day, to what she had, man, the range she had, the control she had on that voice. So I think she was a very powerful singer, but a troubled individual, you know. Because you can be talented and gifted, but in her, I say the same thing about Whitney that I say about Michael Jackson, you know. When you listen to that Mike songs, mostly everything Mike was singing about, Mike was crying out, but he was really answering his own questions. Just like when he did It Don't Matter If You're Black or White, but the boy couldn't stand his skin, bleaching his skin, didn't like his nose, you know. I'm talking about The Man in the Mirror. I'm talking about you need to make that change. I mean, he's been a star. I'm just telling Dee that he's been a star since he was 5 years old. So he didn't have no childhood. So Mike was messed up here, you know. And I said he was so busy pleasing the world. And that's what happened with a lot of these entertainers. They get so busy, you know, and stuck on pleasing the crowd that they don't have nothing in here. Well, my fans. Your fans, what you gonna do when your fans is gone? You know, what you gonna do when the concert is over? When you got to go back to that hotel room and face reality. That's why most of them be shooting up dope. They be drunk. They can't find joy. You know, they miserable. So that's my thoughts on Whitney. Beautiful, man. When I look at the old Whitney, and I always tell people, man, woman had one of the most beautiful smiles you ever see in your life. She had a beautiful smile. She had a beautiful heart, man. She was troubled. She was troubled right here. I'm going to say this about everybody right here. Troubled, you know. Troubled on the inside, man. But good question, brother Titus. I mean, who was that? Oh, that was easy. Sorry about that. Yeah, good question. Oh yeah, man. Maze. Yeah, Elohim Beats, you know. Jordan Payne, my favorite. Southern Girl, my favorite. Before I Let Go. Oh man, Maze. I'm a Maze fanatic, man. Every time we play, somebody got to hear that Maze. Good point, Alpha, about the 60s and 70s, baby. But yeah, Whitney was a beast. That's why most of the women who was singing, they always give her credit, you know. She was, but it's sad the way she went out, man, you know. But even when you look at all of them, the way they went out, they tired, man. Their spirit is wore out. That's what people don't look at. Same thing I said about Gerald Levert, you know. And that's sad that Eddie had to bury two of his sons. But Gerald Levert said, all I want to do is go to sleep, man. He started mixing regular meds with that hard stuff. And then when you look at Mike, look at the same way Mike went out, if that's what really happened, you know. So a lot of the stuff they brushing on the table and hiding, you know, what you think happened ain't what happened. I always said they murdered Mike. That's just what I think, you know. Especially when you owning the rights to the Beatles. Man, Mike, I'm gonna say this off the wall. Mike is worth more now dead than he was alive. Look at how they kept fighting over all that money when he died, you know. They go to show you something. Euless, I hate when I see them album covers like that with that stuff on it like that, you know. It just show you, man. But I tell people this all the time. I love Earth, Wind, and Fire. The Elements. Philip Bailey. Maurice, rest his soul. Verdine on that bass hopping around like he crazy. Always full of energy. If you really look at a lot of they had an album cover Satanic. But even some of their music, man, if you really listen to what they was talking about, it was demonic, you know. And I know I make a lot of people mad, but if you do the true studying on what I'm saying, you'll see what I'm talking about Earth, Wind, and Fire. Because I still love them to this day, but it's a lot of stuff because what caught us back then was the beats, you know. I said the same thing about Prince in one of my videos. It wasn't loud chat, but Prince claimed to be a Messiah. Prince got a song so wicked, but you didn't know it because it was Prince. you was too busy jamming off of it, you know. A lot of I say a lot of these older cats, man, you know, they music has some demonic stuff off in it. You just gotta go. You gotta check out what I'm saying. You ain't gotta just listen to me. Just check out what I'm saying. You know. Oh, Jackie, you say you wasn't allowed to hear secular music at home growing up. Wow, that's why it's hard for me to hear those cards. Oh, okay, got you. Wow. Amen. I'm blessed. 33179. You say Whitney is still the greatest. I mean, the girl had a voice just. She hit the notes so easy, man. And I think they used to say even in the studio a lot of times she didn't want to wear the headset, you know. Brother Titus, you say, do I think Tupac was gone too soon? Uh, I have something on that gone too soon stuff because it's really not. We look at people going too soon, but in the Most High's eyes, Brother Titus, the question is, how is the Most High looking at it, you know? Because Tupac was troubled, but Tupac was a real wise dude. I think Tupac got in over his head, you know, because, and I don't even, be honest, I don't even think he did, you know. See, a lot of people didn't catch this Machiavelli. When he came out with the album, when he came out with Machiavelli, or changed his name like some say, if you study Machiavelli, Machiavelli was a man that faked his death for 7 years, I'm not mistaken. You know, and the way Tupac whole thing went down, it never made sense to me. And he supposedly got cremated, you know. But I don't think he was gone too soon. I think he left right when he supposedly left, you know. It's amazing how, you know, okay, everybody was talking about Illuminati, and then Tupac came out with Cluminati, which in other words mean kill Illuminati. But he wasn't talking about it in the physical sense. He was talking about shut them down with all that noise, that hype they was talking. So that's why his whole definition of thug meant something different. But a lot of people thought he was just, you know, gang banging this and that. But Pac did try to get out, but when he tried to get out, it was too late. That's what I think happened, Brother Titus. So I guess in the sense, if you want to say he was gone too soon, I mean, hey, you know, it's how you look at it, I guess. But good question. Amen, Kiana. Yeah, old Mike. Mike had so many hits out. Amen, G-Man. Good point. To naturally transpose. Amen. Here to change. That's why I tell people transpose in your mind. Woo, I'm blessed 33179. We're going to need another topic on that, huh? Boy, what about R. Kelly? Lord have mercy. I did a video about R. Kelly because this last track he just put out, it's about 15 minutes long. I don't know if y'all heard it. What is it called? Is it I Admit It? But he's exposing. Then his brother came on YouTube, I believe, and made a crazy video about him, talking about beating him up and all kinds of stuff. But R. Kelly is fighting demons. Been fighting them for years. I've been saying this. Yes, the boy's a musical genius, but he's a sex addict. He always have been, you know. And he's coming forth exposing everything. But see, I got this old saying, what's done in the dark, it's going to come to the light. But R. Kelly been hidden for how long now, you know? When you just listen to all R. Kelly's music, he's really showing you what he's about, you know? He's a sex addict. And I said in the video I did about him, I think they deleted my video though. It was getting too much heated comments on it. And they YouTube, you know, they watch me like they watching me now. They just shut it down. I don't even know what happened to the video. I still got to save it, but it wouldn't let me upload it when I tried again. But I said in this video, if I could ever get a chance to talk to R. Kelly, while he's explaining his song, he can't figure out what's wrong with him. I want to sit down and tell him, brother, you fighting demons. It's demonic, you know. Because first of all, he couldn't read. So R. Kelly got taken advantage of a lot. So when you get taken advantage of a lot, and then you got that gift like that, man, it drives you crazy. But he's lost, man. He's lost, you know. And then he'll turn around and he'll be about God one minute, and then he'll be back to the sexual side. So he's trying to please. You can't please both of these worlds, you know. So I grew up listening. I listened to a lot of R. Kelly, man. And R. Kelly. I don't know if y'all remember Aaron Hall. Y'all remember Father MC. But they sounded so much alike. And I think R. Kelly got famous when he was homeless. He sung to somebody. I forgot who it was, but when they heard him, you know, and the boy can produce. He can write his butt off. That's why Ronald Isley, y'all remember when he hooked up with Ronald Isley? And then he did, R. Kelly did all of them In the Closets, you know. But he was really showing you what he was all about, you know. So I just think the brother, them demons, he's sick in the head, man, you know. But great question, man. Brother, that's Alpha. You said explain how Whitney and her daughter both died the same way. And what I always say, Brother Alpha, you got to believe half of what you hear and some of what you see. Believe, now let me say this right. Believe half of what you see and some or none of what you hear. Because we got to understand who this media is owned by, who the news is owned by. So you'll never hear the end of these stories, just like Tupac, just like Biggie, you know, just like Mike. They talked about their doctor. You notice that these stories never have an ending to them, bro. Because to me, I think Whitney was murdered, just like I said about Mike, you know. Now, her daughter, Bobby Christina, that could have been a little different. I don't know if she just got tired of living or did she, you see what I'm saying? What really happened, you know? Just like I said about Trayvon Martin and his daddy, you got to catch this stuff. That's why I don't believe half of the stuff the media put out there. But come on, she drowned in a bathtub. Let's go back to Pimp C from UGK, Underground Kings. Look at what they said happened to Pimp C. Pimp C started exposing them gay rappers. He got a clip, I think it's still on YouTube. When he started talking about them gay rappers, next thing you know, later on, Pimp C dead. They talking about he OD'd. See, the question is, Brother Alpha, what really be happening, you know? I don't know if y'all remember Underground Kings, UGK, you know. Bun B and Pimp C, you know, Pimp gone, you know. Yeah, I'm blessed 33179. R. Kelly did his thing on that one. That you saved me. Yeah, well, I always said if I could talk to R. Kelly, I would let him know. Robert Kelly, them demons, man. And you can't fight them demons, man, without the Holy Spirit. I think my favorite by Elohim, Elohim Beast, I'm looking at your comment. Baby Be Mine. My favorite one is Rock With You and Rock My World, you know. Amen, Tasha J. Yeah, Smokey was a beast too, wasn't he? Oh, slip on in, Realist RT. Glad you say you're at work tonight. Well, I'm glad you can sneak in for a minute. We talking about music tonight. Brother Elohim Beast brought the topic. Amen, G-Man. You're right. That's why I said about technology. Technology has handicapped musicians in a whole lot of ways, you know. I'm going to tell you who one of my favorite, I got so many favorites, but one of my all-time favorites, may the Most High rest his soul. I know y'all going to say amen on this. If you was a Roger Troutman fan, say amen. Roger and Zapp. See, back then, you had to work that vocal box. Now you got that, what's that tuner called? What's that thing T-Pain used? Auto-tune. Now you got auto-tune, but back then, when you look at Roger perform, Stevie Wonder know how to work it too. I'm going to tell you somebody else who can work that voice box, DJ Quick. But, man, I always said, could nobody work that voice box like Roger Troutman? He'll put it on their keyboard and their guitar. You had to put that tube in your mouth, and you have to play everything you sing out. I tried it in the house. It's not easy, man. I thought I could get it down like that. I kept drooling, man, dropping the holes out my mouth. But that was a bad boy, man. Computer Love, I Want to Be Your Man. Oh, man, Heartbreaker. That's why I say, man, you 70s, 60s and 70s and 80s, man, was my favorite, man. But how many Roger Troutman fans I got on here? Look at him, murdered by his own brother, y'all. That's sad the way he went out. Yeah, you right, Easy. Yeah. And then his family started fighting over the money. How I say, man, when you look at Mike, when he passed, man, all the money started coming. They gonna say before he died, he only had he had 400 billion, and he went from 400 billion to 400 million. I don't believe that. Amen. Elohim Beast by R. Kelly, the Pied Piper, as he would call himself. Y'all bear with me because I'm still trying to catch up. And Smokey had such a, I call that little trembling in his voice, you know. I always say Smokey Robinson and then Aaron Neverlands, you know. He got such a smooth voice. I heard that too, local tourists, that you got to go through them rituals, and good point. Good question, Walter. And yeah, I would play on it, you know. I sure would. Would have no problem. See, one thing about me, Walter, I used to be in the rap and the R&B and the gospel all at the same time. Because when you're a producer, kind of like Elohim Beast, I know you know what I'm talking about. I was producing. I got a chance to meet some big time people, and I didn't know they was that crazy behind closed doors. They show you their real side. I didn't know they was running women like they was running women. I didn't know they got high so much, got drunk so much. I didn't know it was so much disrespect. And when they start messing with you as a producer, man, they'll cuss you out in a heartbeat. But I found out it was worse on the gospel side. I didn't know these so-called Christians that was claiming Christianity, you know, going to the church, performing, and then leave the church and go get high and run sleep with each other's wives and husbands. I didn't know it was going down like that at first. I saw how it went down, and that's why I got out a lot of that stuff, you know, because if I didn't get out of it, I probably would have started falling into that stuff myself, man, because they looked like they was getting away with it so easy, man, you know. That's why as musicians, we have to be very careful. Me and my wife had this conversation about 2 weeks ago, and I was telling my baby, because she said now she see why so many people call musicians hoes and they cheaters, because most musicians are, you know, they don't come home at night. But see, I'm not that type of musician. My baby know where I'm at all times, you know. If I'm not even hardly doing gigs now where I'm coming in at 4, 5 in the morning like I was in my single life. I cut a lot of this stuff out, you know. But I always let my wife know where I'm at. You know, she can call me. We don't have nothing to hide between each other. And I said it's not easy, you know, being with a musician, you know, because we take in a lot of stuff, especially if you're a musician, but you also are a minister of music. It's not easy. Your life is not easy, man, because you constantly 24/7, you know, doing music and trying to have balance with your family and music, and it becomes a headache, you know. So good point. I mean, good question, brother Walton. Yeah, you know, Toss J. Bickett was, you know, man, I give a little C's. I just had to do that for you, Tosh. You know, before I had my stroke, y'all, I really could, what you call it, mark people's voice. I used to do Bernie Mac real good, Mike Tyson, Ray Charles, Biggie, but when my mouth twisted, like even to this day, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of hard for me to do the Biggie, you know, but it's Biggie, Biggie's baby, baby, you know what I'm saying. I can't do it like I used to, but I'm still trying, I'm working on it, you know. My impersonations, that's the word I'm looking for. like I used to mark when I first saw Ray when Jamie did it. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I could do it good back then, but it's like now I can't do it like I want to no more because my muscle, I can't pronounce them words like I used to. But let me catch up with some of these. I said the same thing, Elohim Beats, boy. Pimp C was murdered. Oh yeah, Tosh J, I'm Isley man, Isley Brothers fanatic, boy. Oh, Ronald and Ernie, boy, they still hitting. Okay, I'm catching up, y'all. Bear with me. I used to sound like Tupac. I lost all my impersonation voices. Amen, Alfred. Yeah, the music ministry ain't no joke. It ain't no joke. Yeah, Pretty Young Thing. Amen, Tosh J. That was another one. Yeah, Titus Computer Love. I always tell Didi, that's me and Didi's song because we met on the computer. Could it be this face I seen on my computer screen? And I told Didi that's one of our theme songs, and she liked that Luther Wait for Love. She did a video for me. It's private though, and it was all holy. Wasn't nothing wrong with it. She had that song playing in the background. And that's what really got my heart, man, because she saw that I was after God's own heart, and that's what, and I'm like, wow, I had never had nobody do nothing for me like that. But Computer Love, man, have always been my favorite jam growing up, man. Still to this day, I love that song, man. But, amen, Brother Titus. Oh, there Kiana say Zap and Roger, Computer Love, yeah. That's why I was saying that voice box, you know what I'm talking about, Brother Elohim. Man, couldn't nobody work that voice box like that, man, like Roger. You had to play back then. That's the point we have to make again. You had to play, wasn't no transposing, no. But now, you just, like I said earlier, you can just hit one key on the keyboard and play a whole song. But yeah, man, good comments, everybody. Yeah, Lane B. Smokey did write a lot of songs. I think he's still alive. Jagger says she can't use transpose button. Good one, Brother Titus. I think my favorite Gap Band song is Yearning. I gotta go with Yearning and You Dropped the Bomb on Me and Outstanding. But especially Yearning. You can't keep running in and out of my life. That's my jam, man. Boy, I tell you, boy. I have to play that when I play somewhere. Amen, Brother Easy. See, it was some songs I listened to, man, when I wasn't in love. It made me want to fall in love again. And then it was some I listened to just made me want to fall and stay in lust. That's why a lot of, like, to this day, it's some things I won't listen to. But then it's a lot I will. Brother Titus, man, you had this talk before about what we did a live chat on what and what not to listen to. Yeah, Tosh J. Ray Charles was a beast. Oh, yeah, man. Eat My Short. Human Nature. I forgot about that one. Yeah, baby, that's our song. Look at my baby talking about that's our song. Cut it on tonight. She's a keeper. Yep, she's a keeper. Oh, man, Kiana, watch out. You about to baby cry on there. I just told my baby about George Duke before I got on this live chat. She said she's still learning who some of these people are, but, man, no rhythm. Oh, man. In the end of that song, when he just playing that piano by himself, I told her George Duke was known as the Dookie Stick. She said, "What you mean Dookie Stick?" because he was so funky, you know. Like, that's why they nicknamed George Duke the Dookie Stick. That man with them synthesizers. But I'm gonna tell you, Joe Sample, George Duke. I was just telling my baby, Herbie Hancock still living, but we lost George Duke. We lost Joe Sample. And see, I grew up old school. It's a guy that a lot of musicians I tell go listen to. His name is Lonnie Liston Smith. If you listen to his music, he was like one of the first dudes to start playing about 5 keyboards at one time. But his music is just music. It's so relaxing. If you want to just relax, cut on some Lonnie Liston Smith. I guarantee you, man, you'll be like, dang, this dude is smooth, you know. Shed so many tears. You right, Elohim Beats. That's a good one, boy. The Way of the World, Amen, Local Tourist by Earth. The Elements in C sharp. That's one of my songs to this day I still play. See, that's why I say I'm glad you said that, because I want to tie this in with the church. If you listen at The Way of the World that Earth, Wind and Fire did, there's a song Joe Pace did, you know, called Be Glorified. Be Glorified ain't nothing but Earth, Wind, and Fire, The Way of the World. And if you're a musician, it's a beautiful song. If you're at church, it's a beautiful song to play with your choir if you got a little praise team, however you doing it nowadays. But it's called Be Glorified. It ain't nothing but Earth, Wind, and Fire. Ba-da-ba-ba. Same thing. Ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-ba. You know, same thing. Another one of my favorite elements is devotion. You know. So, boy, y'all going hard tonight, boy. Welcome on, Brandon Williams. Amen, Tyson J. Bob Marley. Oh, Elohim Beast, I'm just catching up. I see you like them too. I think I taught all of them online on here. And my other one is Can't High Love, you know. And what's my other one? Something happened along the way, and yesterday is all. That one there, man. Oh man, so many of them. Excuse my raggedy voice tonight. I ain't got no voice tonight, really. Oh yeah, easy. Brian McKnight, man. I always say Brian McKnight and Jamie Foxx also. Real name Eric Bishop. A lot of people don't know that, but that's Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx is just his actor and stage name, but Jamie is. See, I'm from Dallas, Texas. Jamie from Terrell, Texas. Or some might pronounce it Terrell, but which is not real far from me. But man, that boy always could sing, man. He got a dynamic voice and can play the piano. If you listen to Jamie Foxx and then listen to Brian McKnight a lot, you'll hear some of the similar. They falsetto is so tight, but them boys can play, man, and sing. My favorite Brian McKnight song is Anytime. You know, I play it at many weddings. Boy, Elohim Beast, you be on it, man. So I knew you knew what I was talking about. Yep, Dr. Dre did sample Lonnie Liston Smith. And when they did G Thing, that was a sample, you know. Eat My Shaw say they smiled in your face. All the time they want to take your place, backstabbers. Oh yeah, Jacqueline. Patti LaBelle, Gladys Knight. And I'm going to even throw in my girl, Anita Baker. Man, I like playing all their music, man, you know. Yeah, Alpha Lenny, that's my little brother's favorite song. That boy was going through something, wasn't he? And Local Tourist said, singing JT. Oh, yeah, Titus. What you know about Bill Withers, boy? Look out now. Ain't no sunshine, lovely day. Yes, sir. Just the two of us. I play just the two of us all the time, you know. All the time. And I'm going to tell you, if you're a musician, because some people like to switch the keys, but when you play Do for Love by Bobby Caldwell, that's one of my favorites. You can fall off into that real easy and go into just the two of us if you play it in A flat to the musicians, you know. And it's a beautiful transition when you fall into it. It's the same It's almost the same chord progressions, you know. Well, I got some musicians online, boy. Y'all better watch out now. Josh J say you sound good, brother. Boy, I sound like a choked chicken right now. But y'all, one thing about me, I don't mind messing up. I don't mind showing people. If you go look at a lot of my old videos when I'm teaching, I got so many mistakes because I want people to know that even though we've been playing so long, we ain't always perfect. You know, I always say practice don't make me perfect. No, man. You know what practice do? It make me better. Because I still at times have flaws. I mess up. Especially when I'm trying to play and sing. I don't really like to play and sing, but it's done became easier to me. If I'm singing a song, I would love to have somebody else playing it, unless it's just a song I just really love to play and sing, you know, that I'm feeling. All Elohim beats. That's Find Myself and You in the key of E flat. I already know what you're talking about. I play that a lot too, boy. That's a smooth tune, boy. Amen, Brandon Williams. We were just saying that we love that old school from the 60s to the early 80s, yeah. Okay, Jackie, gonna have to check that store out. Amen, Keanu. You love that Anita Baker. My favorite Anita Baker song is Sweet Love. Yo, Whiteside, you say Pharrell got the best sound so far as the new school, a lot of sevens. I hear you. Yeah. Old Pharrell. Elohim B, you starting trouble now. You finna take it to the Temptations. What about David Ruffin, boy? David was tough though, wasn't he? He could sing, but his lifestyle, man, like he said, I ain't good with rules. That boy, but when you look at the Temptations, oh man, Blue died, David died. Who I think Otis the only one left living, right? Otis, yeah. Well, I ain't gonna. Well, I guess I could say Dennis Edwards, but you know Dennis Edwards wasn't the original. He came on later on, but that's another bad boy, Dennis Edwards. Man, my favorite song to play by him is "Don't Look Any Further." But amen, Elohim Beach, David Ruffin, let's just go back to Motown for a minute. Motown had some hits, didn't he? Sam Cooke, oh, amen, baby. My baby say Sam Cooke. My favorite by Sam Cooke is the Change Gonna Come. But like we were saying earlier, even with Sam Cooke, I didn't even know Sam Cooke and who was that? Sam Cooke and Bobby Womack was beefing, man. You know, beefing ain't just started, but I think they was fighting over a girl, if I'm not mistaken. But look at how all of them died. You see what I'm saying? I gotta take it there, brother Elohim Beats. What about Donny Hathaway? A Song for You. And look at how Donny Hathaway died. But these guys, man, was musical geniuses, man. They voices with Amen, baby. My baby said B.B. King. Thrill Is Gone is my favorite by B.B. King. Better play it, Lucille. I like that too, Keanu. That violin, man. That's some. How many of y'all ever listen at these boy they be jamming? They take all the songs and make them instrumentals. God, they slip my mind right now. Elohim Beast, I know you know who I'm talking about though. You can listen to them on YouTube too. They even take the rap songs and make them jazz. Hidden Beach, that's one of them. It's another one I'm trying to think of. Have y'all ever listened to Hidden Beach? Man, that stuff is so relaxing, man. It'll say R&B automatically increases the birth rate. Yeah, man. Didn't it? Oh, yeah, look out, Al. We can't sleep on Al, be sure. I know that's right. Yep. And one of my favorites, man, with the Heavy D, man. Lord rest his soul. God, man. I was crazy about listening to Heavy D when he came out in them 80s, man. I think it was the 80s, man. 80s, man, 80s and 90s, man, 90s had some real good R&B. You know, Mint Condition, Stokely, man. Oh man, it was just Tone, man. You don't even hear this stuff no more. I'm glad I got it saved though. Yeah, Jackie, my baby is crazy about Luther. Amen, Brandon. Yeah, Titus Do for Love is one of my favorites, you know. I love, oh yeah, the Spinners. Brother Titus, you really do got old soul, man. My favorite by the Spinners, Brother Titus, if I had to pick one, I'll Be Around. This is no fork in the road, man. I'll be around, be jamming, man. Wherever you want me, I'll be there. Whenever you need me, I'll be there. Boy, I'll be around. What about Al Green, though? Love and happiness. Let's stay together. When you start talking about old school, man, you can just go down. What about Barry White? I mean, it shows you right. You can just go down the list. It's something, y'all got so many musicians and singers coming to my mind. And what I said easy, I said that a minute ago. What about Donny Hathaway? A song for you, you know. And Layla Hathaway. Hey man, they all was cold. Still cold. Layla got a powerful boy. Oh, look out, Edward Whiteside. Summer Madness by Kool and the Gang. Man, that's still one of my favorite songs to play. I taught that online too. Oh, Dennis Edwards did pass Brother Brandon. I didn't know that. See, I thought Dennis Edwards was still living. That's what I was saying. I think Otis was the only one living. But I was saying Dennis Edwards, he wasn't the original Temptation. He came on later on. I think he took, whose spot did he take? I think Corn died too. I know Blue died, and yeah, Blue died, Corn died, and Paul died. Hey, well, they all died, didn't it? Boy, let me leave that alone. Dang. JT Donny Hathaway daughter is oh yeah. And when I say Layla, yeah, Layla is a beast. Ain't no stopping us now. Oh yeah, Brother Titus. That's McFadden right there. I think what's their name? Whiteside and McFadden. McFadden and something. I know it's McFadden. You know. So you can tell, boy, you can't miss me on too much old school, boy. I got a collection of old school up here. I've been playing so long, man. If you cut me open, music probably fall out my stomach. Cause I was brought up on all this stuff, and I learned so much music. I have a list on the computer. It's not even full like I wanted to be, but I write down everything I've ever learned how to play, and it's like I can't even count all that, you know. Cause people, especially when I was doing tutorials, people always send me requests. Now the thing about old school, most of those videos y'all see me doing, teaching on her, I already knew them, you know. And then some of them I had to go back and listen to it again, and then, you know, do the tutorial on it. But yeah, I miss them 80s too, local tourists. Oh man, even my short Shy. Yeah, what happened to Shy? If I Ever Fall in Love, man, that was my favorite song they did, you know. Yep, Bill DeVoe, Poison. You on it, Leo Keys. Jackie, you said I never mentioned my music online. Really? Oh yeah, I used to mention it online all the time. It's just I would have to keep mentioning it, you know. Just like a lot of people didn't know I was doing them angry preacher videos. It's just the thing is, Sister Jackie, my page got so much stuff on there. That's why I would tell people, you look at the front of my page, the profile, to tell you what's all on here. But you just have to type it in, just just like when people new to my page, they ask me so much stuff. I say, well, first thing you need to do is just type in what your title is you talking about, and then just put Jero 24 behind it. You might, because 9 times out of 10 is already on there. Just like a lot of people they ask me about topics, and I got so many. I think I'm up to 5,000 or some videos now, if I'm not mistaken, or 4,000, close to 5,000. And like my wife was just saying, a lot of these videos are hiding. Just like these angry preacher videos, I'm reposting them. They not new, they old, but you don't know because they so far back down, or unless you just know to type it in. So that's why I said, if you ever want to hear my music, I got tracks on here, and my album is still on Nimbit.com, Nimbit.com. But I used to post the links up on every video, But I had I still have some on YouTube also. That's why I said you want to see me singing, acting as the angry preacher or chisel monkey, all this old crazy stuff I had going on her. It's on her. It's still on her because I never took it off. So right on, Sister Jackie. Reverend Al Green, Kiana. You better put that Reverend in front of that Al Green name. I'm just messing with you. Yeah, Brother Elohim Beast. I think that was Elohim Beast. I mean, Brother Whiteside that said Summer Madness. Y'all remember when Will Smith, he rapped off that with Summertime. Kiana, you say I got some good music, boy. I appreciate that. Yeah, Rick James, boy. I hear you, Brandon Williams. What about Tina Marie, man? Rick and Tina done passed away, but Fire and Desire, that's still one of my favorite songs. I always said, boy, when I got my wife, I got to play some Fire and Desire. But yeah, man, but look at all the dope Rick did too, man. The drug, the cocaine, man. And you say cocaine is a hell of a drug. Oh, I was close. I think I said I had it right then. Elohim Breeze, McFadden and Whiteside. Ain't no stopping us now. Think that's in the key of A flat. Start on the 2. Trying to remember, boy. I got so much music in my head. Oh yeah, Bad Mama Jama. That's a good one, Titus. You right, brother Whiteside. I did a tutorial on that. I Get Around by Tupac, so you know what you talking about. Elohim B, you talking about Scarface? Boy, I never seen a man cry. Man, you remember that video? Ooh, man. To me, that's still one of the realest videos that ever came out, man. What about Smile? Scarface, man, was so raw with it, man. Then remember the Ghetto Boys, Mind Playing Tricks on Me. Jackie, you say, have I ever done a topic on how much to get paid at weddings and churches? No, I don't think I ever did a topic on that. That's a good topic, though. Titus, you say, what I think about Outkast, Big Boy and Andre. Boy, when they came out with Southern Playalistic and Players Ball, it was hot down here in Dallas, Texas, Brother Titus. I like their style, man. It was new. But Andre started changing when he got with Erykah Badu. It's like something. And I'm not saying she's a bad person, though, because I love Badu, too. Badu is from where I'm from. She's from South Dallas, down here in Dallas, Texas. But I love a lot of Erykah Badu music, but she made a lot of people, shake their head when she came out with that window seat when she did that video walking downtown butt naked. Yeah. Oh, local tourists. You say you do catering, okay? For weddings, okay. That's what's up. Yeah, I hear you, Alvin say Al Green was the real deal. He sure was real too when he got them hot grits stowed on him, wasn't it, bro? I'm just messing with you, but he did get them grits stowed on him though. Oh yeah, easy. I remember them. Oh, you was a '90s kid, okay? Yeah, I remember those Drew Hill and sleeping in my bed and what's that other one? They really blowed off. 5 steps and Jodeci speaks for itself. Casey and JoJo, man, Jodeci had so many hits. You know, one of them used to date Mary J. Blige. Was it JoJo or KC? I forgot. But yeah, Jodeci, man. Oh, you right, Pellis. 1981. I did have a lot of more video. If I didn't, I think they deleted like over 1,000 on you. I got hacked. I got hacked real hard on here. And it was like 1,000 videos got taken away. And then when I was on gospel keyboards, well, it was gospel musicians, it got changed over. I lost all them videos on there. That's what made me transfer to YouTube. I kept them on my hard drive though, but that's why I say I'm targeted, man. People, JT don't say that. It's the truth. They watch everything I do because I'm exposing a lot, and I'm always talking about the Most High, you know. So that's why I believe when I try to do a lot of these live chats, they always kicking me off, you know. But yeah, you right, Pettis 1981. I got hacked real hard. Yeah, that's right. So fresh, so clean, you know. Outcast, Frank Sinatra. I hear you, brother. Diamond in the back, sun rooftop, dig on the scene with the gangster lean. Look out, E. My, you right on that. You know, that's was it William Devon? William Devon. Um, that song would never get old to me. You know, though you may not drive a great big Cadillac, gangster white wall or something. I don't even know what the gangster white wall is. TVs, antennas in the back. Then he say you may not have a car at all, but just remember, brothers and sisters, you can still stand tall. But just be thankful for what you got. Diamond in the back, sunroof top, dig in the scene with the gangster lean. Woo woo, man. And that song ain't nothing but really 2 cards. Who remember RUBBERFANS? Rubber fans and Funkateers. Boy, I'm going, I'm going deep. Okay, there it is, Brandon Williams. You right. So yeah, Dennis took Dave's spot. That's right. Remember in the movie, boy, David got mad, boy. He told anybody come to see you, Otis. Yeah, Marvin Winans, boy, he a beast too. Oh, it was KC that was with Mary J. Right on, honey. I think you right, babe. Strong out, wasn't she, boy? Boy, y'all, this is hot. Y'all ain't even tell me I've been on my hour. What's up with that? I'm looking at, something just told me to look up. Boy, y'all ain't right for that. Oh, yeah, the Roots. Play your cards right. Leo Keys, was that, wasn't that Keisha Cole and Tupac? Play your cards. Yeah, that was a nice tune there, boy. That's why people kept saying, man, I don't think Tupac dead. He keep coming out with new stuff. But a lot of people don't understand also too is that you can have music stored up long time ago, and you can just now put it out. You know. But even it's like I'm enjoying it too, Keon. I'm glad Brother Elohim Beats brought this title. But what I was about to say, and we thank you again, Elohim Beats, for this title. Um, I lost my train of thought. That's all right though. I was too busy looking at these comments. So yeah, it was Keisha Cole and Tupac. Yeah, brother Brandon, they did Jodeci and a New Edition. They did. I always say music say what words don't say. Because like me a lot of times, like when I'm sitting in I actually got my baby listening to, smooth jazz. I was telling Lily, there's so many different types of jazz. You got fusion jazz, what they call now urban jazz. So many different categories. But like I tell her, Bonnie James is one of my favorites. It's Gerald Albright, Eric Hart. Oh man, I can go down the line. My boy on them keys. I don't know if y'all ever listen to that Marcus Johnson. Marcus Johnson is a beast on that piano. He got some of the most. I love the way he redid Anniversary on that piano by Tony Tone Tone. And I like the version Gerald Albright did also. When I'm cleaning up or washing dishes or folding clothes, I cut all that stuff on, man. It just put me in a whole nother world. It's so relaxing. If I was going through something, I don't even know what I was going through no more with that music. No, Pellis, man, my motif went out on me, man, out of all them years. It crashed on me, man, and I was heartbroken. Cause that Yamaha Motif 6 made me so much money, man. You just don't know. I carried that keyboard everywhere I went, man. Oh, I miss it. And for that to be an older model, all these ones they got out now, but man, I still to this day, that's still my favorite keyboard, man, because when you get attached to a keyboard for so long, you know it from the front to the back. The way I used to split, the bass lines when I didn't have a bass player, I knew that keyboard like I knew myself, man. And when it crashed, and they wanted to charge me more than I paid for it to fix it. So I just went on, just let it go, man. But boy, I was heartbroken when that keyboard went out. I say my baby finally died on me, man. That was my wife for a long time, my keyboard, until I met my beautiful Dee Dee. But that bad boy used to sit over there in that corner, man. That's what I did my whole album with, that motif and Cubase LE4. I did my album right here in this room. I quit going to a lot of studios. That's another thing. It's a hot topic when you. But we might need to do a part two, Elohim Beats, about being a studio musician and the life in the studio. Everybody can't be a studio musician. Everybody not cut out for it because a lot of musicians are not disciplined. Let me leave that alone, man. That we need to make that another title, man. And how people go to the studio to rehearse when they should have had it right before they went in the studio. But I'm gonna leave that alone, man. That's a whole nother topic. But yeah, my motif crashed on me, man. I got this other little motif over here in the corner, but it's okay. Yeah, we are, Jackie. We blessed. Yep, I like Jill Scott local tourists. Jill got some Lettucey, Jill Scott. I love to listen to them. They cold with it, man. Okay, Tosh J, it's your bedtime. Yeah, I'm I'm gonna get on. I gotta get on over here too, you know. But we might need to do a part two on this. If I Ain't Got You by Alicia Keys. Yeah, that's in the key of G. Or is it in C? I think it's in G. I'm trying to remember. But I know what you. Oh, that's you. Eat My Shorts. I think you're talking about Alicia Keys. That's another powerful song. I mean, haha, JV 1000. Boy, I forgot about them, man. I mean, that keyboard, that's brother Alpha. What about Alpha? What about the Roland D50, the Roland D70? See, boy, man, some of these musicians now they don't even know about them old rock, man. But if I would have known any better, brother Alpha, I would have never traded my Roland D50, man. That keyboard was a monster, boy. Boy, I was so mad at myself. I traded my Roland D50 to get an Ensoniq 16 plus. But what about the ASR 10? Woo, boy, I'm talking about some stuff, man. Like a lot of musicians, like, what JT? What you talking about? If you had an ASR 10 back in the day, you know what I'm talking about. If you had an Ensoniq 16 plus, Ensoniq had some the easiest workstations out to me, man. I'm talking about when you still had to put the disk drive in to get your sounds. TS10. Boy, y'all bringing back so many memories, boy. I remember that by Hezekiah, brother Elohim Beats. Elohim Beats, you remember the one Aaron Hall and Hezekiah Walker did, No Greater Love? That used to jam, man. Oh, yeah, Leo Keys, Raw Aaron, man. Yep, that's awesome, too. You do remember that D50, yeah. I had a D50 and a D70. But I was more crazy about the 50 than the 70, and it was so lightweighted, too. But the sounds back, man, for them sounds to be like that back then, man. Wow. Yeah, Pettis. My brother still got his ASR 10, I think. You know. But when you listen to the ASR 10 now and then compared to Yamaha motifs, it's like the 6 I had, it's like, man, I throw that ASR 10 in the trash. Because the sounds were so light back then, but a lot of them were still heavy. But one thing I like about the motif is the Rhodes that's in it, you know. And I ain't sleeping on Korg either because I like Korg too, you know, because Korg got some nice sound. But when it comes to them Rhodes, and what I like about Korg is they accessories, you know. But that doggone motif, it's hard to beat that motif, boy. For me, I'm just talking about for me. So y'all, I'm gonna get on out of here. Oh, Leo Keys, you say you actually play for Hezekiah's church. Wow, that's what's up. Tell that brother I said what's going on, man, and make another Family Affair album. Hey, boy, Hezekiah. You know what though? When you listen to Hezekiah old records and him and John P. Key, boy, they was slamming hard back then, boy. They was slamming real hard. Yes, Pellis, that D50 had that in there, man. Boy, you know what you talking about. I'm gonna jump through this screen and slap you, boy. That patch. Boy, you see, yeah, man. Now look at the keyboards. That's amazing, ain't it, boy? I still got an old folk track around my partner house. But y'all, I gotta get on over here. So man, I just appreciate y'all as we go down in prayer. Just thank you most high for another beautiful live chat about music that you created. But we know you didn't create the evilness in the music. We thank you for music right now, Father. And we thank you for my brothers and sisters online right now coming together once again. I love these fun topics. And we all have an understanding because you said in all I get an understanding. And we understand music, that there is good music and the spirit behind music. But we know you are the creator of all creations, Father, and we love you. We thank you. We thank you for just letting us even borrow the skill to play. That's just awesome that you chose us to do that, and that you give gifts without even repentance. And I just pray that everybody continue to use their gift, operate it in the faith, and just be able to bless others with their music. And I ain't just talking about just church music. Somebody might want to fall in love, somebody getting married. So you are the author of love, and we love you for that, and we thank you, Father. So just touch everybody as you can touch, and only as you can touch, Father, online. And I want to lift Brother Elohim Beats' cousin. I mean, his whole family up to you right now. He lost his cousin, Father. I just pray for strength for the whole family right now. Touch Brother Elohim Beats in a special way, Father. Give him that courage and that strength, because it sounded like he was real close with this cousin. But the good thing is, like I said earlier, cousin had their life right. They ain't got to worry about nothing at all. If they had their life right, cousin is in a better place than us. And we need to be trying to get where cousin getting. Only if cousin got it in the right place. So y'all know what I mean by that. And you know what I mean, Brother Elohim Beats. So I thank y'all, man, once again. And I love y'all. And I'm going to wait to Kiana. Let me move down because Kiana might have said it. Give me 1 minute, Kiana. And let me move. There it is. In Jesus' name, amen. 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 Good night, everybody. And y'all have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed night. Tomorrow we'll be on again. And let me say this before I close out. Don't forget, if you like what we're doing, don't forget to let the commercials play so we can get them little dollars, for y'all letting it play so we can generate off the Google AdSense account. So I appreciate y'all doing that, because I'm telling y'all, man, y'all don't know how that helps us out in a major way, because we take that money and keep this internet bill going, with that money, because it's a blessing, Like I say, even though they tax us, but it's a blessing, So don't forget to even if it's not a live chat, the regular videos, let them ads play. Like Jackie say, I think Jackie say she'll let them play 4 or 5 times sometime, So that helps us out in a whole lot. So I thank y'all and I love y'all. Y'all take care and be safe out there and remain blessed. Shalom.